Now your mic is off, but
Okay. Let me see
I
if I can
muted
turn up
it.
your.
I thought he had to
Hello, can you hear me?
put the mic on.
All right,
Yeah,
guys,
okay.
can you hear
Maybe
her
he
now?
does.
I'm trying to turn it up. Can you guys hear her? I mean, I know you guys can hear her. I know you guys said it's low, but I just turned it up some. Can you guys hear her a lot more clear? It's still low for her. It's the same. I think I might be able to change it. Hold on. Let me see here. Give me a second. That sucks because I can hear you and it's loud in my ears. But they can't hear you. Hold on. They said it's low, so it must be here. All right, so we have the headphones, additional output, headphones, speaker. Hello, hello, hello. Headphones. Dang, I think it's the max. All right, we might have to go back to normal then, which sucks. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Uh-oh. Are you guys still there? Are you still there, Yvonne? Oh, dang. Now I can't hear you. I hit something. Now I can't hear you. All right. I'm going to switch something out, and I'm going to see if it works. And see if you guys can, because I'm gonna get this working so we could do panel mode. Give me a second. I'm gonna take these earphones out. I'm gonna put in some earbuds. I'm gonna see if that works. Well, I can't do the earbuds either because I can't find them. Give me a second. Give me a second.
You did it wrong.
Where the heck happened to them? Oh, get in. All right, Yvonne, you still there? Yeah. Now they can hear you and I can't. All right, I know what I did. Hold on. I need tech support. Where's Master Zenitis when I need him? Hold on. Look, I can't even hear anymore. All right, hello? All right. Okay. Can you guys hear her now? Y'all can't y'all can't hear her anymore either? All right, I can hear you. Y'all can't hear her at all? Oh, they say you sound. Okay, so you can hear me, right? All right. Okay. How about now? Hello, hello, hello. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. I think I might be able to do it this time. Let's try
Anyhow, I never did
this.
figure out how to get you on there live. I don't
All right,
know.
say something. Hello, hello. Is she louder now?
Well, yeah, you probably could talk now. Whenever he select you.
Does she sound better this time, guys? Y'all hear me, but y'all can't hear her? Interesting. Wow, that sucks. Cause, all right, y'all hear her? We gotta figure out how to get you. I can hear you. They can't hear you. I'm gonna try one more thing. All right, try it now. Can you guys hear her?
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Can you guys hear her now? Hello, 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 hello.
I said maybe I go down and come back up.
Nope, it's still the same. All right. We might have to. That's crazy because I can hear you, but they can't. They can't hear you. But they said you sound faint, which I don't know. Maybe it's on your side. I'm not gonna blame it on you. I'm not gonna blame it on you. But I'll fix it at some point. All right, let me pull us back up so I can at least see what's going on. All right, so
no, go ahead. Ding dong.
At Tesla,
Please.
there's in the money,
Just in case.
29,602.
But that has to be trimmed. I know. I just
That's being so.
right. So Tesla, let me go ahead and pull that up.
If you don't go through, that'll be great.
So you said Tesla? All right, so Tesla. And how are you doing today? All right. All right. Gotcha. So she wants to look at unusual options activity on Tesla, and it looks like Tesla has unusual options activity for the March 2nd. Around 405 is what I'm seeing. No, well, 405 and 400. 400 has the most volume, but 405 has the second most. And then going out to, dang, they do 3-day options and 4-day options on Tesla now? When's March the 6th? Next Thursday? Jeez. All right, so March the 6th, there's unusual options activity at the 400 strike. So I guess we're looking at the same thing. Now there's no unusual options activity on the put side. So I would say that the call side it is looking decent. If I was looking at the chart of Tesla, looking at a day chart, bearish, but that 405, 406 is not that far away from where we are right now. So it could pop 5 or 6%, but I mean, with this bombing that just happened, I wouldn't be buying no calls in the next month. But it does look like maybe that's only 2 or 3% away. So if I was day trading it, what I would personally do is on that particular day, I would look and see what the ATR of Tesla is. Tesla's ATR is Tesla's ATR is 14. So with it being 14, with Tesla having a ATR 14, what I would do is I would put on like maybe a 5-minute chart. And if Tesla drops about $14, wait, what is it at? $14 or $15? So that's not right. Tesla 402, let me look at that again. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. No, it's saying Tesla moves $14. That's crazy. I didn't know it moved $14 a day. That's great. That does not seem right. What am I looking at? All right. Let me look at an hour chart. Let me switch this out to an hour. I'm looking at a 5-minute. So I would look at maybe an hour chart. And then, all right, that makes a lot more sense. So on Friday, Tesla had a swing high of about 403. That means if it's moving like $14, like it's saying a day, I would wait and see if it dropped like maybe to the 390 area if you're going to take some calls. But wait until it drops its full ATR because it moves $14 a day. So I always go to the day before and I go to the last 2 hours. So the last 2 hours of Tesla, we had a swing high of about we'll just say 404. And because Tesla swings $14, I wouldn't even be thinking about buying calls unless we get to that 390 area. And if we get to the 390 area, then I would buy, if we were to get to the 390 area, if you want to go in that direction, I would wait till it gets to the 390 area and then I would buy maybe the 400 strike or the what is it showing? The 400, the 405. Yeah, the 400 and the 405 strikes. All right, and that's on. Go ahead.
So with the bomb. So first of all, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate everything you're doing. Secondly, I didn't look at the charts last night. I was just looking at the options piece, and now that I'm looking at the chart, the yellow brick road is going down.
Well, that's because we're looking at a shorter term. A shorter time frame. Like if you're gonna trade day to day, like 7 to 14 days, then you want to look at this line. And I mean, it is upwards. The only reason why I'm concerned about any calls is because of the bombs that just happened. So we don't know what the market's going to do on Monday or even for the next 30 days because Trump then said that we about to bomb Iran for 30 days. And the market doesn't like that. They like to wait until all the war is over with or we see an end date and then you'll probably see it turn back up in price. So in my opinion, you can take those trades. Just make sure you take them because Tesla is bullish. So in normal conditions, you definitely want to trade this to the upside, but I want to trade it on dips if it goes down its full ATR. So I would wait maybe the first 15 to 20 minutes on every single one of these stocks. The only stock that you may be able to just get in and it keeps going up is silver. And the reason for that is because during periods like this, gold and silver is going to rise when there's fear. So that's the only one. I would probably watch this one the closest if you want to buy calls immediately. And I mean, there's unusual options activity at the 85 strike. We're already at 85, so anytime it's at the same value we are now, I'm going to say it's not really unusual if it's at that strike. But the next strike that everybody is buying is the 86 and the 88. And there still looks like there's more volume on the call side than the put side. And I mean, silver looks bullish. Silver can run all the way to 100 in the next 30 days. Like easy. So if I was a betting man, that would be the one that I would be watching. Definitely want to if you can catch it on a dip, you can do that also. And silver has a ATR of, hold on, let me check. Silver has a ATR of, what the heck is silver's ATR? It is $6, well, $5 to $6. So, you know, if it's at 85 now, you catch that bad boy at 80 or on this trend line. If you set up your trend lines, you should be able to make some really good money off of silver, probably for the next month. But definitely on these little ATR pullbacks, or if you're going to day trade it, if you're going to day trade silver, guys, you day trade everything the same way. You're going to wait until the market opens. When the market opens, you're not going to pull the trigger immediately. You're going to look and wait until the very first 5 minutes goes by. Let me take off this moving average. And I meant to change that yellow on the 5 minutes so that it won't confuse anybody. I'm going to change that color to like gray so that you guys know that I'm looking at a 5 minute candle. So when the market opens, just like it did at 9:30 on Monday, we're looking at silver. When silver opened, I want everybody to day trade this way. I don't mind you guys trading. Just give the market 5 minutes. So you're going to put a bar across the top of the 5 minute candle and across the bottom of it. If it breaks to the downside and it closes, that means one of these candles has to close underneath this 5 minute candle. You can maybe take a shot to the downside. If it breaks out of this range to the upside, so this is a breakout. If it breaks out of the 5 minute range right in this area, you guys can take a shot to the upside. If it breaks to the downside out of this range, you can take a shot on filling this whole little gap right here. Okay? But it broke to the upside, so the easy move, especially if you're using the TTM trend, I don't know if you're swing trading or day trading, but you can use that TTM trend, and as long as everything is green, you can trade to the upside. I would put a nice little trend line on that bad boy, and it would be okay. If you're trading multiple days like it seems like you might be doing, then you want to look at a day chart. And if I was looking at silver, and you want to try to catch it, at a nice little price, silver or any of these to the upside, I want it to drop half or its full ATR to the downside before I jump into it to the upside. And you're already doing what you're supposed to do, which is looking at, oh shoot, everybody's asking about my bad, guys. I'm sitting here talking, but let me change the chart. That's my bad. Hold on. Does that all make sense?
It does. I have my own charts up now, so I'm looking as you talk with me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can follow.
All right, guys, I'm setting it up. My bad. Hold on. It's because it's it's not letting me. Give me a second. TikTok, because I have it on Superfan, it's not letting me go to the screen that I'm supposed to be on. Give me a sec. So it's not allowing me to change my screens out, which sucks because let's see if do this the hard way. During my normal sessions, I can toggle between both of them. I can't do it in this session, so I'm gonna have to just scroll this down like this, which sucks, but that's fine. And then pull this up when we're looking at that chart. So I'm gonna erase this. Take this up a little higher. Then I'm gonna grab this. All right, when we look at the when we look at it on Yahoo Finance, I gotta learn how to do this on the fly. That's my bad, guys. I think TikTok, when I'm on Superfan mode, it won't let me toggle between the two things, which I don't know why it won't let me do it, but whatever. We good. So this is Tesla that you guys are looking at right now. I'm sorry, this is silver that we're looking at right now. All right, and then you wanted to look at, all right, guys, so this is silver. We looked at Tesla already, and what was the other one you wanted to look at? Microsoft?
I do believe so.
All right, so we're going to look at Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft.
All right, so Microsoft, if we were looking at Microsoft, guys, on a day chart, and here we go. We got Microsoft on a day chart. Now, True Blue is angled down. Mm-hmm. So, you want to be careful. But even if I was, I really want to be on the put side now that these bombs are going off. But if I was looking at Microsoft options, there's Unusual options activity. Not really any, to be honest. If I was to pick a strike, there is unusual options activity at the 400 strike, so that is $8 higher than where we are now. But it looks like the puts are starting to even up with Microsoft, so I see it 50-50. I see puts all the way down at the 387 area. So if I was trading Microsoft, guys, this is how I go through my progressions. I say, all right, if I want to trade Microsoft, I'm going to pull up the ATR. And when I pull up Microsoft's ATR, Microsoft moves about $10. So I see unusual options activity at the 387 area and the 400. So if I was looking at a chart, 387 and 400, you can mark that on your charts. 400, 387, just to see where we are. Now, again, I'm going to be biased to the downside for Microsoft. So, by looking at Microsoft,
A repeat.
I'm going to be biased to the downside. And if I was to throw my trend line on that bad boy, we did start breaking. Well, not really. We broke trend for one day. We got one little green candle and that was it. And then it went back down. That means Microsoft short term is bearish. Even though I've been riding it myself, I bought it somewhere in this 380. I forgot where I bought it, but I was up also up until now. If I was day trading Microsoft, guys, and this is closer to how your chart should look. Let me erase all this crap. With those numbers in mind, just like Friday, I would have on Friday, I would have drawn this across the first 5-minute candle and this across the lower end. If you notice, we never breached the lower end of that candle. We came to the upper end of it and it started to break out. When Microsoft started to break out over the 5-minute range, you could have taken a shot, right? You could have taken a shot at Microsoft at the 394 area, and it rose to about 396. Now, a $2 move, 30, with about 39 grand, 50 grand. So you could have thrown 39,000 in this, 39,400. You could have made about $200 or $300 to the upside, and then it came down. And then we kind of stayed at the top of this 5-minute range. So it kind of told you that Microsoft was kind of heavy. It sold off early that morning, but then it couldn't really do anything. It couldn't really go up or down. And remember, Microsoft moves about $10. So it really didn't do anything. So out of all the ones that I've seen, Microsoft seems like the one that it has a 387 and a 400 range, but it's not a trade I would really be looking for. Did we cover all of them? What we got? Amazon next?
Amazon.
Okay. All right.
NVIDIA.
All right, cool. So Amazon, if we were looking at Amazon, guys, on a week chart, let's erase everything that we see here. Amazon as an investment. Looks like it's getting close to the yellow brick road. Thank you, whoever threw me that. Mrs. Treetop, thank you. You leveling on up in here. Thanks a lot. I can't pin during these sessions, but thanks a lot. So hold on. We're looking at Microsoft.
Amazon.
Now, Microsoft was $258 a share way up here. All right. So the yellow brick road is going to be right around 166. No, that's not Microsoft, Amazon. God, I'm going crazy. You just let me be wrong. All right, Amazon was $258. It came down to about $166. All right, well, that's where you kind of want to buy it. Right now, Amazon is sitting at $210. So with it being at $210, and I got to flip back to see what you guys see. Okay, you see kind of what I see. Let me scroll this over some. All right. So, Amazon is sitting at 210. So most of us are like, is that on sale? Well, stocks with a beta of about 1.1, they're going to drop about 15 to 20%. So Amazon dropping from 258 to 210 is down 18%. So if you want to buy a stock, a great stock that's out there that's down 18%, this is where you buy it. However, it's really close to the yellow brick road. If it gets to the yellow brick road, guys, it's gonna drop another 17%. I see all of these stocks going to their yellow brick road. To be honest, if this war lasts 30 days, they're all going to see their yellow brick road. So I think in about 30 days, everybody's going to have a chance to buy all of the stocks that they've been wanting to buy at the yellow brick road. All right. So if you want to start picking at it right here, go ahead and do it. However, you swing traders that are out there, let's say you want to buy Amazon for the next day or two. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Again, I would wait until like 9 o'clock or 12 o'clock on Monday because we don't know how the market's going to react. But we can start looking to see if there's any unusual options activity. In Amazon, I do see there's a lot of volume on the call side, guys. So there's a lot of volume at the 210 strike, 220 strike a week out to March 11th, like 207. And I like to see 1,000 or more. So there is some unusual options activity at the 220 strike. That may change on Monday. Again, when a missile goes off, anything that we study over the weekend has to go out the door because everything's going to get reset on Monday. We don't know. We'll get a better idea of where the market wants to go to by 12 noon on Monday. All right. So if you're gonna day trade Amazon on Monday, what you need to do is you need to know how much it moves. Amazon's ATR, and you can find the ATR by using your ChatGPT. Or using, just finding it on Thinkorswim, because you're not going to be able to find it on something like a Yahoo Finance. So when I pull up Amazon, it's going to tell me that it moves $6 on average a day. That means we can expect Amazon to maybe drop to about 204. If this rises 216, I'm going to short it just because. Just because everything's heavy, nothing should be going up on Monday. Anything that goes up on Monday, their ATRs, short them all. Short anything that's going up unless it's silver and gold, all right? Or unless it's a military company or a war company. So I would, I want to buy it at 166, but if I was day trading Amazon, I want you guys to do this. Let's see if the box strategy would have worked. So I'm going to pull up my 5-minute advance chart. And on Friday, same thing. If you were trading Amazon on Friday, I don't want you guys getting duped anymore by putting in orders too early. Wait 5 minutes. wait 5 minutes and wait until you break out of this box, or, break out of it to the upside or to the low side. We stayed within that 5-minute range all the way up until about 10:15. Around 10:15, you could have taken a breakout trade to the upside by whatever options anybody and everybody was buying at that particular time. Because Amazon moves, I forgot that fast. Amazon moves, its ATR is $6. If the lows was 205, to get out at 211, because 205 plus 6 is 211. So if you're going to trade a breakout and you get in at 2075, expect to get out by 210, 211. If you notice, look at what price Amazon ended up closing at. It ended up closing at, what price did it go to? It came all the way up. It closed at its highs right around $210.40. So you almost got to the full ATR from the downside. Very easy way to trade, guys. If you know how to do math, you're going to look for the breakout. You're going to look for the breakout, and then you're going to add the ATR to figure out where it can go to. And then you're going to look into the options market to see if that particular stock has room to run, and you're going to see if there's unusual options activity at that ATR. All right, cool? You good?
You think we need $1 to
all right, thank you for being the guinea pig. All right. I think I know how to let you down. Yep. Oh, wait. There we go. All right, guys. Anybody else want to come up just to test to see if it was maybe on her side or it was my side? I need one more person to come up so we can test the microphone to figure out why you guys can't hear
what would I
yourself
say?
speaking. Don't be scared. I won't bite. I guess nobody else wants to come up. Come on up.
I'll try.
All right, I guess not then. All right, any other questions? About... You'll come up, Miss Treetop? Come on up. I can send you a request also. All right, come on up.
You didn't see it.
All right, who is that? Oh, that's Denny. Go ahead and speak. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Hey, guys, can you guys hear Denny? Can you guys hear Denny? Go ahead and speak, if you don't mind.
Yeah, hey, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon for you now.
Oh, man. All right. Still none? All right. I'm going to try one more thing and see if we can get yours. All right. Let me try this. All right. Now try to speak.
Good afternoon.
Can you guys hear her now? Very, very low. How about now? No? Very, very low.
Turn my volume all the way up.
Same. All right. Huh.
Okay. Well, I thought it'd be something different.
I know. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate it. Unless you got a question.
Defense stocks, because I was going to ask you about KTOS. That's Kratos. That's it.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised I didn't know about that one. All right, so do you know the ticker symbol?
Yes,
All right, yeah, I got it right here. All right, so Denny wanted to talk about Kratos Defense. It's another defense company. So we talked about defense companies yesterday. And this was one that we didn't bring up. So if you're interested in another defense stock, and I'll give you guys my list later. This one is also doing pretty well. We'll look at the options and see if we see anything unusual. But these stocks are the only stocks, gold, silver, oil, and defense stocks should be the only things that you guys are buying calls on all week long. All right, so this stock looks, extremely good, even before the war. And it's just riding this trend line. So if we were looking at it on if we were looking at the 200-day moving average, it's holding it fine. Guys, there's a lot of upside in this company. We're sitting at it was down 6%. So watch it carefully, but it was down 6% on Friday. But that's going to put you right around $86. If I was a betting man, I want to make sure that it breaks this trend line. And if it can break through this trend and we get about a day or two, it might spike on Monday. We won't know. We're going to check this company and every other company and see what happens. But this company looks really, really good. Let me look at the options. The options, there's some unusual options activity at the 90 strike, like really unusual. So that's pretty good if you want to go long on this one. And even going out to March the 13th, there's unusual. It's slightly unusual. There's not enough volume for it to be unusual, but it looks like the 90 strike is what everybody is buying. Everyone's buying the 90 strike, and we're at 86 right now. The name of this company is Kratos, and the ticker symbol is KTOS. Cool. All right. Thank you, Denny.
Oh, thank you so much. And one quick one, if you could, and totally not even in defense, but Kava. I thought I saw Kava doing stuff.
Oh, yeah, Kava.
Looking at that again?
Oh, yeah. So Kava made me mad. It was one of my stocks I had to sell. So she's interested in Kava. Now, a lot of the Kava is a growth restaurant chain, and for a minute, for like the last 3 months, companies like this was getting sold off. So when I teach about companies like this, anytime that 200-day, and let me go ahead and put the name of the stock. The name of this stock is Kava. Kava is a Mediterranean, it's not similar to Chipotle, but it's a nice restaurant company that's growing. The 200-day is angled down, so you really didn't want to be around. I started getting of the year, and it started to go down in price. So what you want to wait for, guys, is you want to wait for two things. I don't mind you guys jumping the gun if you buy it like this. If you draw a trend line here and it goes from red to green, and you guys all you look for is 3 green candles that are going at least sideways to up, you can take a shot at this company. So if you took a shot in the $48, $40, $50 range, you would have done well. This is the what would Joel do method. The what would Joel do method says that if it's falling like a knife, wait for it to jump through a trend line. Once it jumps through that trend line, it goes green for 3 candles. And it has to be sideways to up. It can't be a downward move. It can't be this move right here where 3 candles are going down. It has to be 3 candles going sideways or up. All right. You can take a shot. And look, it went all the way up to, we're looking at a day chart, Social Lily. We're looking at a day chart. You can always tell what chart I'm looking at because the day chart is going to have true blue on it. It's going to have the blue moving average. You can always tell the week. You can always
Oh
tell
my God! And
the
you
week.
didn't even cash it.
The week chart, because I would have a yellow line, but Kava hasn't been out long enough to create a 200 week moving average. So by looking at the 200 day moving average, Kava started to go down in price. It went down to 48.
We might have to put that
If
up.
you were able to catch it here,
Just stick it back in there and save it.
using my method, you could have rode it all the way up to the 200 day. You could have even bought it right here. What you want to look for, guys, is you always want to look for a move down. You see these red candles, you want to catch this on sale as it pushes back up
Did you
in
really
price.
find some videos?
That's when you want to try to catch a 3 candle trend, hoping that you're in the trend for longer.
Oh, the DVDs.
and 10
Okay, so you
candles.
really
the
did
only
crush them
reason
up.
why
Okay.
this probably didn't keep going was because
Yeah.
you had a big old moving average sitting there, so it bumped its head against the moving average. A lot of people love shorting there, so I never buy at the moving average because there's especially when you're coming from below. You've already traveled from 48 all the way to 68. So it was going to take a break once it got to 68. But once it got to 68, it went down again to 57, went back to 68, back down to 60, back to 68, and then it popped in price. Now, would I buy it way up here at 85? No, I'm not. And I don't think anyone else is either. I'm going to wait for it to drop 25 to 50% of that move. So if it goes up in price, I'm going to try to catch it when it gets into the $72 range. If I miss that one, that's fine. Even if it breaks out to 100 or 115, guys, it's going to pull back to 80. So I don't have to worry about missing out on it. If I miss out on it, it's going to give me a chance to get back in if you're watching it on a daily basis. All right. Cool. Denny, you still there?
Yes.
All right.
Very much.
No problem. Are you good?
I'm all good. Thank you.
All right. That's a good one. I'm glad you brought that back to our attention. All right. I'm going to take this out, guys. Looks like I'm not going to be able to do panels unless you want to come up and ask me directly. I'll let you come up, but everyone else is not going to be able to hear. All right. Cool. Any questions? And I'll fix this so that everybody can hear. I hate that you guys can't hear each other. Like, I don't know why I have problems. If it's not one thing, it's the other. But I'm trying to do this on the desktop, so it's harder than using my phone. But that's fine. All right. Social Lily asked if we could look at LMT. All right. So let's look at LMT. While we're looking up LMT, I'm going to need you guys' help. I need to know the market cap of LMT while I pull it up. So when we pull up LMT, what is LMT? So I need someone to pull up Lockheed Martin, and then I need somebody to tell us, what does Lockheed Martin do? We kind of know it's a war company, but, everyone here doesn't know. So Lockheed Martin, guys, look at this chart. Oh, my God, that's beautiful. There's just one thing. We always want a stock to travel at about a 45-degree angle. 45 degrees is going to be your optimal level. You want a stock to travel like this, not like this. That means it's going parabolic. So Lockheed Martin is going parabolic. Things that go parabolic are going to drop really, really hard when they finally come down in price. But it doesn't mean you can't ride it up while it's going parabolic. So Lockheed is going parabolic, guys. It's going parabolic. Stay in it unless we break this trend line. So we're looking at Lockheed Martin. I'm going to pull it up over here too. So we got the market cap. Nobody found the market cap? Nobody? Nobody. What is it? 151 billion. So Lockheed Martin is a big company. It's 151 billion in size. 151 Billy Willie. 151 billion in size. That is huge. And hold on. Oh, that's better for you guys. Let me make that smaller. All right, that's better. All right, so it's 151 billion in size. It's sitting at $658 a share. I don't want you guys to get caught up in this 658. Don't get caught up in that 658. Let me turn up this music. You said you missed yesterday. I'll give you a list of the companies that we looked at yesterday. But it's $658. We're way up here. Keep holding Lockheed, guys. Keep holding it. Now, should you be getting in it way up here because of the bombing? I don't know. I would say if you weren't in it before, hold off. Because we don't know what's going to happen on Monday or Tuesday. We could have been expecting this for the last 20 days, and the market might explode to the upside. The market's been doing some crazy stuff lately. So we got to kind of get a feel for what's going to happen the first 3 hours the market opens on Monday, because it's going to be bloody, but we're going to see if it holds at 12 o'clock. We might do a gap and go where the market sells off and then it just keeps selling off. So be careful. We might get a move that looks like this. This is what I think is going to happen. This is my call. This is my call on what the market's going to do. It's going to try to trick everybody. I think we wake up and the market for the first 15 minutes, it's going to sell off. And you know why? Because everybody's going to put in their order to short. So I think we wake up. I think for the first 15 minutes, we go down. And then what I think is going to happen is everybody's going to try to go short. So if you were short the market, two things are going to happen. If you were short on Friday, that means if at the end of the day you decided to bet on the market going down at 685, this is what I think is going to happen. This is where the market closed. We're going to wake up and the market's probably going to be, let me see what 1 or 2% down is. We're probably going to be, we're probably going to be at these lows on Monday. So we're going to go down to 675. You're not going to be able to catch it unless you trade the futures market. So this is my call. I think we closed at 685. I think we wake up at 9:30. We're gonna be at 675. This is what I think is gonna happen. This is gonna make the most people mad. Watch this. This is gonna be the range. This is what I think is gonna happen, guys. I think the market's gonna do this. We're gonna go down in price. We're gonna go down in price we're going to wake up at 675. I think the market for 15 minutes is going to fall out of this range. Then I think it's going to all of a sudden break back up in the range real hard. So the reason why I think this is going to happen is because the only way you're going to capitalize on this market is if you had information prior. Those people are going to take profit as soon as the market opens. So if you were betting on the market going down, you're going to take your profits immediately. That's going to trigger the market to go up. But because no one really wants to have calls, it's not going to go back to 685. It's going to go up halfway. But that move is going to be so powerful. Anybody that started shorting at 9:30, you're going to be able to make money the first 5 minutes. Then it's going to reverse on you. And it's going to go so high, your option's probably going to be worth zero. So you're going to be mad. Then you're going to start seeing people short during the halfway mark. And then I think we start to drop in price. That's my call. My call is we go down for 5 minutes, go up real hard, then we break right around 12 or 1 o'clock. That's my call, because that's going to inflict the most pain. Because everybody is going to try to be short at 9:30. The market doesn't usually reward everybody. The market wants the longs to be hurt and the shorts to be hurt. The only way you're going to hurt everybody is to go down for just 5 minutes. Because if you put in your order at 9:30, chances are you're not going to take profit in 5 or 10 minutes. So then it's going to rip in your face to the upside. Now you have shorts that were already up. They're gonna scramble and try to get out of their short, which is gonna make the market go up in price. Nobody is thinking about shorting it in this area except for me. This is gonna be the sweet area to short, 682. Maybe even 685. Because I don't think the market's gonna have enough power to push us back to the closing price of Friday. I think we get close to it and then we tank, and then we tank like all day long. That's my call. That's my call. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? You said you've been in, Social Lily. That was on your war stock. No, Social Lily, if you were in that war company, Trump talking about bombing for the next 30 days. You need to be in that bad boy until we break trend. If you guys are in any war stocks, stay in them. But if you're in one, keep your foot on the gas, because you're gonna get a nice little pop tomorrow, and if it holds it, you might make money for the next 30 days. Maybe I don't want to say 30, maybe 14, because the stock market always we always look forward, like it's a forward-looking mechanism, so it might not quite be 30 days. But like I said, Trump said we about to be bombing these fools for 30 days. That is not good for the stock market, but it's great for you investors that haven't bought anything yet. You're about to get a chance to buy everything you wanted to buy. So start loading up, because once we finish, I'm telling you guys what's going to happen. We've been looking for this. The market has been looking for a moment to sell off. We just got it. When the market finally sells off, it's going to run for the rest of the year, just like it did last year. Last year, April, we dropped. We never looked back. In fact, let me show you guys what happened in April and what we're probably about to do again. Back in April, let's look at this chart. We're looking at the S&P 500. Let me look it up. Let me pull up a week chart. This is what happened in April. Now, this is gonna, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna look scary when I show you guys this chart. Because you're gonna see where we are right now in relation to where we might, what we might do. And it's scary. This is scary. If you're looking at this chart now, this is what happened in April. And it took
So you want to throw
it
away
didn't quite do it in 4 weeks, but we
handyman,
started
right?
selling off. And guys, we sold off for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6
I
weeks.
can't
We
do you,
sold
so
off for a
I'll talk
month
to
and a
you later.
half.
Okay.
We sold off for 6 weeks. Think about it. This cat is talking about bombing for 30 days. We might see this move right here, and it's going to be scary if it happens because stocks is going to drop 40 or 50%. We might drop in this range right here. That would be ugly. That would be ugly. Do not get in too early. I will tell you guys when to get in. All right. If the market sells off about 10, 15%, you're going to hear everybody talk so negative of the market, you're going to think we're going to zero. It's not your fault if the stock market sells off. It's the president and them bombing Iran that's causing the market to sell off. Companies are actually doing extremely well. So that's a good sign. So you always take that information. Nvidia's doing well, Amazon's doing well, Meta's doing well. All of these top 15, 20 companies, they're all doing fine. In fact, they're doing fine. Interest rates are about to start going down. And all of that money from all of the funds from the beautiful bill, they're going to start releasing those funds at the end of the year after midterms. So you got all of this positive stuff that's coming down the line. You need a stock market to sell off so that when this good news comes in, the market runs for like 2 or 3 years. That's what Trump is setting up for. He's setting the market up because he knew. Guys, think about what they did. I want you to think about what they just did. They had the presidential address on Tuesday. They came in and explained how confident the government is, how confident the companies are doing, how confident the market is, because these cats knew they were bombing on Saturday. They set up for this. So they said, look, we need the market to be at its highs when we bomb, so that when the market comes down in price, they can load up on companies, because everybody's going to sell, and most of you guys don't know when to get back in. We do. And we know what's about to happen. Market's going to sell off. It's going to shake a bunch of you guys out of the market, because that's what it does. Market might keep going up until the end of his presidency. I would not be surprised if this is the big moment for the market to sell off. But I'm trying to tell you guys in advance, it's gonna feel scary. It's gonna feel ugly. I've been in multiple 50 VIX markets. They feel nasty. They feel ugly. You feel like stocks will never come back in the green. I want you guys to start loading up and start writing the companies that you want to buy, because you're about to get a chance to buy them. Don't get in them early. Sit back for 2 weeks and just chill. You're going to see some stocks fall like a knife. It's going to be scary. And here's the thing. If you got a 401k or an IRA, please don't go out there and sell everything. I would say this. Sell the companies that you're not sure of, or speculative companies. Like all of you guys in these quantum stocks are about to fall hard. Anybody in any speculative company that's got a lot of beta, you're going to see some heavy falls. Keep your core group. And then when it falls, you can reinvest back into those speculative companies. So what are we going to be looking for? For one, we're going to be looking at the VIX. The VIX is going to tell us when to get back in the market. I don't know where it's going to go. Every time we've had a war, guys, we've gone to 50. I don't know if we get to 50 this time. I don't know. I really don't know. But statistics say that we see 50s. When we go, guys, when Russia and Ukraine went to war, it hit 50. So if America's involved, we get to 50 really, really quickly. If we get to 50, that's when you start loading. You can actually start loading the boat in the 30s. In the 30s, buy your core companies. In the 50s, you can buy anything. All right. So 40s, 30s is where you want to start buying all of your favorite companies. They probably will go lower, but we're closer to the end of the move. We just got to see what happens. What I'm doing now is trying to predict. I don't want you guys to go off of my predictions. I'm just letting you guys know that if it plays out the way that it looks like it's going to play out, then this is how you want to position yourself, because it's perfect. They set you up with the presidential address. They bombed. They already said they're going to bomb for the next 30 days. Last April, we sold off about 15 to 20%. It's now March. We'll probably sell off from March into April. Last year, we sold off for 6 weeks. That puts us in the middle of April. It's literally the same exact pattern from last year. Same exact pattern, just different story. And then the market moved. The market moved from the lows that you guys see right here. We moved from these lows, guys, and look, we only sat down there for about a month. We moved from these lows. This is when we hit this low right here was the day, not the week, guys. When we hit 50, that was the day the market turned around. That was the low of the market. When that volatility index hit 50. Everybody knew to buy. Everybody hit the buy button on that day. And it turned the market around, and we ain't seen, we went straight up, guys, for 12 months. And most of you guys missed out on this move. A lot of you guys, if we catch this right, you'll be able to make a fortune in about the next 20 days if it plays out the way that it did last year. We've already learned options. That's why I'm preparing. Learn the options market. We're going to learn the futures market. We learn what to look for. We got our group set up. We all know what to buy. All right, we all know what to buy. Hold up, I gotta keep going back and forth. So we haven't even broken this trend yet. So if we break this trend, we might sit at a certain price for about 3 or 4 days, and then the market's just going to give up. I've seen it happen. It's just going to give up. That's why the first 3 days, next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is going to give us an idea. If the market doesn't push up, let's say the market opens up on Monday, it doesn't do anything. Then on Tuesday, it doesn't do anything. Then on Wednesday, it doesn't do anything. I can almost promise you that the market's about to drop. It's just setting up for an explosion to the downside. It's just that somebody's propping it up before it rolls over. The only way we keep going up is if the market keeps going up, and there's no reason for it. Now, oil is going to spike in price. Iran, like they're already shifting courses to try to come around Iran, because Iran supplied like a very high percentage of oil across the world. I don't know if it's like 15 or 20%. And now that oil supply is about to get constricted. That's going to cause demand to go through the roof. So you need to day trade oil. Like if you're looking for call options, oil. But be careful when you guys are looking at that oil. You don't just go and buy just because Joel said it. You want to set yourself up first to be able to capitalize on that oil move. But oil is something you want to look at. Gold is something you want to look at. And literally, Northrop Grumman, I can never say that word. They provide all these missiles. Probably the missile that did the super leader in. All right, that was their missile that did that, guys. If you don't know what those missiles do, those missiles are so advanced that when they hit these bunkers, guys, they're created and they're made to penetrate these 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 level down bunkers. These missiles was created to penetrate that stuff. So those are the missiles that they use. The missile don't even go off. Like, you know how most missiles will hit and then they will just explode? This missile hits and then it shoots another missile out of it so that it can penetrate even more and then it explodes. That's how they're able to, because I was wondering, I was like, how did they catch this cat in a bunker that's like 15 or 20 stories down? They're like, oh, we got a missile for that. So yeah, it's called a bunker buster. Yup, there you go. Them bunker busters are real. Go and read about how them joints work. It's crazy. It's crazy the technology we got. But yeah, you definitely want to check in on all of those different things. All right. Denny says, what is your favorite? I can't tag during these Superfan lives, guys. I can't tag, or maybe I can. Let me see if I can. Maybe because so because nobody's up, I can pin it now. So Denny says, hey peeps, what are your favorite oil stocks? So we can pull those up. I don't mean to get hype over this missile stuff. It's just interesting when you hear about how they actually work and what they've done. They said more than likely a stealth bomber came in and dropped that Northrop Grumman missile, that bunker buster, and that bad boy went down and cleaned all of them cats out. And this is how arrogant they were, guys. They knew that America usually attacks like at night, right? So they decided, what we'll do is all of us leaders, we're going to come and meet together, but we're not going to do it at night. We're going to do it right at daybreak, because America never bombs anybody during daybreak. So they were like, okay, you think that? So all of the leaders from Iran, like literally like 15 to 20 of their top leaders, guys, all met. The meeting rooms for the bunkers is not even at the lowest level of the bunkers. The levels was like midway. So even when they bombed it, they put the whole Iranian military at risk. So then America was like, oh, you don't think we can come during the day? They sent some stealth bombers in. They ain't even see the stealth bombers come in, and then they dropped a bunker buster on these fools and cleared out the whole top 15, 20 military leaders in one swipe. That's why you shouldn't be arrogant when it like guys, you can't be arrogant when it comes to war and things that's happening. And what's interesting also, guys, is that everybody was talking about an Iranian war. Like, if you hear everybody talking about it, even I'm talking about it, and then a day later they get bombed, that's on y'all for being ignorant. So that's what happened, guys. That's the story. But yeah, they sent in them stealth bombers and bam. Which is wild because they've been using stealth bombers for years. All right, so we got XOM. We got CVX. Oh, shoot. Guys, do y'all know that the guy from, I want you guys to go watch the documentary. The guy that invented the Oculus, you know the Oculus that Facebook uses? The Oculus that I tried to get you guys on during COVID, which I still use to this day. But I told you I be feeling a little funny because I be in there and I be having, and when I created my character on in the metaverse, I made sure it looked just like me. I got gray hair, goatee, like I made sure everybody in the metaverse knew I was an old dude walking around in the metaverse. And still, these little 8 and 9-year-olds still be messing with me when I'm walking around in the metaverse. But to make a long story short, the guy that created the Oculus, he created a whole new submarine system, like a submarine, like a self-automated submarine that can go into these different areas and do its thing. And he just got a contract with the government, and he has like 3 or 4 military devices. He has 3 guys that we don't even know about yet. They probably used it during this mission. But the one that everybody knows about is these dolphin type submarine type things. But you guys got to go watch the documentary on it. But the government,
I can't hear you.
Taking a lot of people out of this particular space and creating stuff around it. Like I'm afraid now because just on Friday, I forgot the name of the company. The government just fired one of their AI companies, and now they're about to use Elon Musk's ex-AI company to do, the work that they wanted this other AI company to do. And the AI company was fired because they said they didn't want to spy on people like us. So whoever comes in is going to probably provide them with the AI so that we can get spied on, which is crazy, right? Which I guess we've been getting spied on this whole time anyway. But technology is getting so crazy right now. It's scary. Like the Terminator type scenarios is real, in my opinion, and I think we're really close to it now, closer probably than ever. So be careful out in these streets. But here's XOM. XOM. So XOM, guys, is Exxon. So if you're interested in buying a oil company, you can buy Exxon. Because the supply chain is all messed up now, you're going to see a nice little spike in Exxon. Now, here's what's interesting. Now that I look at the charts, I'm like, man, y'all knew this was about to happen. Look at Exxon. Exxon started to go parabolic, guys, 3 months ago. Planning this for 3 months. And we just now seeing the result of it. It's funny now that we have, when you do hindsight 2020 and you start looking back at what stocks were doing, you start saying to yourself, oh, that's why the market was doing what it was doing. That's why Exxon out of nowhere just started spiking in price. Now you know why silver and gold has been spiking in price. Silver and gold's been spiking in price because they knew they were gonna bomb Iran. Isn't that crazy? That now you see, oh, I get it now. I see why gold and silver have been going parabolic out of nowhere. Like, why? Like, really? Does silver really need to do this in the last 3 months? It really needed to go from $45 to $110? Yeah. Because that's how the rich get richer. When you have information prior to us having that information, this is the type of ridiculousness you see. Oh, it was Anthropic. Yeah. So the government fired Anthropic and was like, yo, the Anthropic folks was like, yo, we'll sign on again, but we're not gonna spy on, what are we called? Not people. We're not going to spy on, whatever the case, on the people. And there was a second thing they said they didn't want to do either. It was spy on the people, and it was another thing. And then, guys, listen to what the government did. The government was like, oh, you not going to spy on everybody for us, and you not going to do this? All right, because you was working for the government. Because you was working for the government and you know information everybody else don't know, we're just gonna basically gonna say you're a threat to society. And they're like, yo, all we said was we ain't want to freaking spy on the people. They was like, well, you're a threat to the environment now, so now no other company can use you until we figure this out in court. Because they trying to bully them into spying on the citizens, the civilians. I'm like, man, get out of here. So you know what Elon said? I'll spy on them fools. Hey, you can do whatever you want with XAI. No contracts for you. Like, come on, man. But that's what's happening, guys. That's what's happening behind closed doors. And they know that that's why all of these military companies, if you go and you look at the charts of all the military companies, it was telling us that there was about to be a bomb. Like, every single company is sitting at all-time highs. Let's look at some of them. Let's write out all the companies. We looked at Lockheed Martin. So if you guys didn't know, so let's go through the list. We got Lockheed Martin. All right, we got Lockheed Martin sitting at all-time highs. So why did it just start going parabolic in January? Because they knew what was about to happen. Look at that. And I ain't even gonna lie, Trump told you Trump told everybody what he wanted to do. You know what he said? He said, we're about to increase the military budget by 50%. And ain't none of us believe it. We was like, whatever. You can't do that. And now look at where we at. 669. Should have been in it. My dumb butt didn't buy any either. Didn't want to believe it. That's Lockheed Martin. 669. The next one, Raytheon. Raytheon, we increasing the budget. Nobody believed it. Now look at where we at. Isn't that crazy? Now that you look at the charts, you're like, oh man, y'all knew this crap all the way back then? All right, I gotta pay close attention next time. It went down in price. We started the spike on December the 8th. There we go. At all-time highs. I bet you there was unusual options activity and everything, and we missed this one. We just missed it. It was an easy buy. Look at how these defense companies just slowly went to all-time highs without any of us noticing it. Look at that. I mean, and not like a staggered line, guys, straight up for 30 days. No, for 60 days. Just straight up in price. I'm mad now that I see it. I'm like, oh man, it was clear as day. Clear as day. 206. Don't buy it here. We missed it. Northrop Grumman. The NOC. All-time highs. Every single one of them. Didn't matter. Could have bought any of them. NOC. 745. If you're in it, guys, stay in it. Stay in it. It's not over. Got 30 days you might be able to make money in this bad boy. Now, Trump did say it might be 2-3 days. I don't believe it. There you go, because Iran keeps saying that they're going to counter-strike. If they counter-strike 1 or 2 times, they're not just going to go down like that. What's the next one? So these are stocks that you guys should be day trading. But don't just buy it at 9:30 and buy a bunch of call options. Don't do it like that. We're going to wait for the breakout. Then we're going to buy these companies. We're going to look for the unusual options activity. We're going to look and see what strike everybody's buying. We're going to go through the process. You got General Dynamics. General Dynamics. Guess where we are, guys? All-time highs. Look at, it's just making me angry seeing this. Like, look at all that money. Like, if we had just known, think about it. You could have made your whole salary and more in 30 or 60 days if you had insider information. If you knew that they were about to go to war, you could have made a fortune for your family for the rest of your life in 30 to 60 days. This stock ran from, well, that's not, I am looking at a longer chart. I am looking from mid-June. But that was still during, Trump is in his second year. So they all knew back then. Look at this. Look at that. Just money flowing into this industry. Probably government money flowing into these stocks. Flowing into these stocks. You know why? Because the government needs these companies to build, and they need them to be profitable so that they can get these missiles and whatever they need to get. They were warning us. When you look at the charts now, you're like, what the fudge? How did I miss this? Too busy looking at politics. Too busy looking at politics and not looking at these companies thinking. And the crazy thing about it is it wasn't like they weren't threatening going to Iran every dang week. Because I would tell you guys, if we invade Iran, watch the market. If China invades Taiwan, watch the market. I think now China has the okay to go into Taiwan. But if they do that, they're going to have to fight us. If China was smart, they would do it now while we're over here attacking Iran. If they were smart. But I don't think they want none of this smoke. I think they saw what we did and was like, I don't know, let's hold off. I don't know if they want any of this smoke right now. LHX. All right, you got L3 Harris, another one. If you don't know about this stock, here's another one at all time. Every single one of them are at all-time highs. I missed it. I can't believe it because I don't normally miss stuff like this. Don't miss. They usually are on my radar, and I just missed it, guys. I just missed it. I'm sorry. I think I was trying to monetize TikTok, and I just missed it. I was concentrating on growing my following and educating, and I just missed. I don't know how normally I'm in something like I missed all of them, every single one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were talking about Epstein's files so much that you weren't even thinking about war. Which reminds me is still a huge thing. But there ain't no stock to go up or down because of the Epstein files. But they definitely distracted us. And then bam. All right, if you're looking for ETFs to trade war stocks, then you're gonna go to ITA. You're gonna go to ITA. Guess where it is? I mean, the aerospace defense ETF. How did we miss this? I blame this on you guys. You know what? I think a couple of you guys were telling me to look at ITA for like weeks. The aerospace defense ETF is sitting at all-time highs, and none of us got the memo. The next one is XAR. The next one is XAR. How do we miss this? I'm mad. I am literally like, how did we miss this? I mean, totally missed it. How do you miss something like this? XAR. All right, this is another aerospace defense trust. Okay, this index buys different aerospace companies as part of their portfolio. All right, 294, all-time highs. No reason even looking at any of them because they all at all-time highs. And then even if they go down, the move is over. I'm not buying these 18 or 20% off because it's over. You missed the move. But we can day trade them. All right, so we're going to day trade these stocks. So we might have missed the move, guys, but now the Millionaire Challenge trade of the day is going to be on one of these stocks every day. We're going to figure out which one it is. All right. But I'm mad. All right, Arwin K wants us to look at Halliburton. All right, so if you're thinking of oil, we looked at Chevron, we looked at Exxon. Let's look at Halliburton. All right, so Halliburton is starting to make a move back to the upside. Not quite at its all-time highs, but it did have a question. Look, you knew something was going on. It broke this trend, and then guys, you didn't get one red candle. That bad boy went green for weeks. And it's not like we consuming more oil right now. We were consuming the same amount of oil. In fact, we're consuming less because companies like BYD is making oil consumption, especially in a lot of these smaller companies, less. Look at BYD. BYD, which is this is now considered, it's not considered the largest. It's not considered the largest BYY. Wait, this isn't it. It's BY. Is it BYD or BYYD? I think I'm looking at the wrong one. Somebody help me with it. I'm looking for. Oh, I found it. Oh, okay, they're not doing well. So this is an electric car company. This is the largest. This electric car company sells more electric cars than anyone. Just recently. Now, I was just over in Mexico, which is great because I was over in Mexico right before the leader over there got killed. And now I'm getting letters from my timeshare that's like, yo, don't come back for like a year. We like, why? They're like, yo, you don't need to be in citizens, y'all, USA, y'all don't need to be in no other country right now. Especially Mexico. All right. But when we were over there in Mexico City, every other vehicle was a BYD vehicle. Every other vehicle. I had never even seen a BYD vehicle. In the States, I don't even think they allow them over here in the States, because if they allowed this company in the States, even if you didn't want an electric car, you would buy it because you'll be like, yo, $20,000 for an electric vehicle. I'll buy that just to go to and from the golf course. And their cars are nice, like the SUV and the SUV that they got, the high end SUV. It costs like $20,000 or $30,000, and it's fast. So America won't even allow that company here because it might put Tesla out of business. Because they have these very, 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 very cheap and inexpensive electric cars that are very, 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 very powerful. All right? But yeah, that's Chinese EV. But yeah, y'all don't need to be in Mexico, right? We don't need to be nowhere. Our only place you can go now is Africa. And that's where we plan to go this summer. Not this summer, this Christmas. So Africa is still open for people to travel to. Certain parts of Africa. Asia's cool too. All right. I might take a trip to Thailand or something like that. All right. Canada always, right? Drive up to Niagara Falls. Go to Toronto. Where did I go just recently? It was so beautiful. It wasn't Toronto. It was, God, where was that? I went to some place in Canada, guys, and it looked like it didn't even look like Canada. It was French inspired, and they had these pastel colors on all of the different buildings, and they had the little skyline things flying around, and it was clean and nice. I forgot where I was. I think I was where was I? My brother was having a triathlon. I think it was it Montreal? It might have been Montreal. I just know it was nice. And I was like, yo, if anybody knew about this, they would come here all the time. But it was French inspired. And I mean, it didn't even look like we were in Canada. And the people were nice. The food was cool. But my brother was out there. He had a triathlon and he was swimming in their lake. Like, I wouldn't swim in any lake in the States. And they were swimming in the lakes, and then they biked, and then they did a 24-mile run. But yeah, but out there, man, everything was clean. I was like, wow. And we've been to Niagara Falls, of course, and I've been to Toronto. It might have been Montreal. I don't know why I can't remember what city it was, but I believe it was Montreal. You said I am Hispanic. If I go anywhere, I might not. Yeah, you might not get back in, Sue. Yeah, Sue. But yeah, it's rough out there in the streets. All right, any other stocks you guys want me to look at? Oh, okay. Social Lily wanted us to look at Fro. What is that? Fro, GHT, and CrowdStrike. All right, let's look at that. So Fro, I don't know what Fro does. What is Fro? Frontline. Is Frontline? Okay, Frontline is actually finally doing okay. Look at what we did, guys. All we did was come down to the yellow brick road. So in the comment section, Social Lily, can you tell everybody what Fro does? What does Fro do? What is Fro? I'm going to pull it up on my chat GPT as well. Fro. Oh, it is? All of these companies are, all right, I'm going to write this down on the list then. All right, I'm looking up Fro as well. What is Fro? What is market cap? All right, so I'm going to give you guys a definition as we go, and I'm going to write these down to go with our list. We added Kratos today. Where's my pencil? All right, we got Kratos. We have Fro. What is this tell me? What is Frontline. All right, what is Frontline? All right, guys, Frontline is one of the world's largest oil tanker and shipping companies. They don't drill oil. They don't refine oil. They transport crude oil around the world. All right, so if you're interested in, remember, we're about to have a supply chain issue. Companies like this, they're gonna do okay. All right, so Frontline, you want to put it on your list. If you're in it, you stay in this bad boy. You never get out of a company, even if it's going parabolic, as long as it's holding its trend line. Wait until it breaks that trend line and then maybe get out. It is starting to go parabolic. Anytime it goes higher than 45 degrees, this is 45. Anytime it starts going parabolic, you gotta be thinking it's gonna sell off at some point soon. But if you're still riding it up, keep riding it up, because it might go parabolic to 50 and then come down in price. So you don't get out because it's parabolic, but you gotta start thinking to yourself, boy, if it gets any turnaround to the downside, that'll be my first signal to get out. All right, but it is starting to go parabolic. So be careful. It's sitting at $37 right now. 37, and we're talking about Frontline. What was the other two? GHT. So you got GHT. Ooh, do you know the name of it? Because when I pulled up GHT, a bunch of stocks popped up. I don't know if it's well, that's Goldman Sachs. So let me know if that's the correct ticker symbol, GHT. I'm gonna try something else. GHT. Yeah, it's not popping up, but I'll pull up CrowdStrike while you check for the name of the company, that GHT. You have CrowdStrike, guys. So CrowdStrike is a cybersecurity company. One of my favorite. And I mean, they're in a downtrend right now. What's up, Wesley? They're in a downtrend right now. So even though it's in a downtrend, I want you guys, hold on. Even though we're in a downtrend, you don't necessarily need to buy it yet. Buy it when it breaks the trend and it holds that trend for like 2 weeks. If you want to jump it and try to get it, wherever it is right now. Let's see where it is in relation to its 200-week moving average. Well, the 200-week moving average, guys, is way down here at 285. So be careful if you're looking to buy CrowdStrike. Now, CrowdStrike has broken its trend that was going up. It broke this trend, guys. That's not good. That means it's probably going to 285. Here's the thing. I bought CrowdStrike, guys, way down here when it hit its yellow brick road, which I'm mad at. No, I'm not up there because I'm up only like 40%. So maybe I did. I don't know.
You ready to take that outside?
If it goes back to 285, I think I'm at
ready.
like break even. So I'm cool. I lost all the gains that I had in it, but I trust CrowdStrike. There's only a few good cybersecurity companies out there. You got Palo Alto. You have CrowdStrike. You have, is Zscaler one? Zscaler. You got, there's some decent companies out there, but CrowdStrike and Palo Alto are so far away from the others, they're basically competing with each other. All right, you can add Palantir in there. Palantir is like a hybrid of like a Salesforce and a CrowdStrike and a Palantir is its own thing, but they're starting to put it in the cybersecurity space as well. Okay, DHT. All right, cool. So that's CrowdStrike. All right, DHT Holdings is starting to go parabolic also. And you said this is an oil company? All right, so all of these oil companies, guys, you're going to see a nice little pop in them. But look, this broke out. And it's crazy, guys, because this is what you expect to happen after the news happened. This happened before the news came out. That's why I'm mad, because they had all this information early. And they were able to play on it. And ain't nobody going to get in trouble. Ain't nobody going to get in trouble. They're all going to get a slap on the palm or hand, and they're going to be all right. But that sucks. All right, any other stocks? What time is it? 5:49. I got another 10 minutes, guys. Another 10 minutes. Any other stocks you guys want me to look at? Any questions? Any concerns? You know, on Monday we're going to start. The futures training. So if you've ever wanted to learn what the futures market is and how to earn $100 a day, then you'll be able to learn it for free instead of paying $5,000 or $10,000 for some of these ridiculous classes that are out there. No problem. You guys help me out too. Look, I'm learning about all these different companies. Like, you guys always feel like you guys help me out just as much. You turn me on to new stocks. You guys turn me on to things that I don't have my eyes on. And then I just use my knowledge of the market to know when we should go after these particular companies. So let's look at BBAI. So BBAI is Big Bear, which is funny because a friend of mine loves this company. Big Bear is not doing well. Big Bear has a couple of things going wrong. All right, it hasn't broken trend to the upside yet. That's red flag number 1. Red flag number 2 is that you have a 200-week moving average that's angled down. That's red flag number 2. Red flag number 3. Okay, you got a 200-day that's angled up. But even if you had a 200-day that's angled up, let's say you took this trade. If you were trading this, guys, and you're a trader, I get it. I get why you probably would have bought it somewhere in this range. And then it dropped to the 200-day. And then it went up for 1 day. This was a sign to get out. If you had gotten in here and the candles start going red, guys, that is just a thank you, Arwin, for the glasses. That told you that, hey, I'm about to be wrong. I know I'm right 8 out of 10 times. This is one of the 2 times I'm gonna be wrong. Try to go in the same direction that the week moving average and the day moving average is going, okay? So I would only be catching longs if both of them were going up. You got one that's going down, which got your short-term moves to the upside going up, which is fine, you know what I'm saying? But now that you see it going down, I wouldn't buy this thing until we start breaking back to the upside. It also looks like it just wants to go down to the yellow brick road. So if we can break through here and we can stay above this line on this chart for at least 1 or 2 weeks. On this chart, we need to break this trend and stay above it for 3 days. It can't even stay above this line for 3 days, guys. It can't even stay above the line for 1 day. That means it is bearish. It's bearish, bearish, bearish. Stay away. If you're in it, if you're in it, I would size down some. You don't have to sell all of it, but I would have, this is not looking good. Yes, we might wake up tomorrow and we might be sitting at $7. What does Big Bear do? Big Bear Holdings. What is Big Bear Holdings? Is it, if it's not in oil or a war stock, you're going to be in trouble. Big Bear is a U.S.-based technology and AI company that builds software and services to help organizations make better decisions using data. All right. Software is a terrible word this year. If your company is attached to anything that has soft in it or where, your company is getting pummeled, including this one. Microsoft, even though the software is just a small part of what they do, their company is getting punished just because soft is in their name. So please be careful when dealing with software companies. Now, everyone is saying we might be at the bottom. I don't care. Until we turn around and I see stocks going up in price or the software companies going up, I'm not buying them. All right. So companies like Salesforce, stay away. Big Bear, stay away for a minute. Salesforce, we did break this trend and we went to the downside. So I want to see 3 candles going sideways to up. I don't see that yet. I see 3 green candles. This doesn't give me the strength of buying it. We did break this trend. We're looking at CRM. But y'all know me. I ain't trying to, and I mean, I was in it and I'm out of it. I'm not trying to be in something with a 200-day angle down. I took a shot at it. It didn't do what it was supposed to do. I'm out of it. I'm not going back. Salesforce is some companies, guys, I just can't trade. Salesforce is one of them. I'll stick to good old Microsoft. If I'm going to deal with a software company, I'm going to go with Microsoft. Look at this chart. This chart is nasty. Nasty. Janet Jackson nasty. Ugh. That's nasty. But I'm going to take a shot at it because it's 35% down. Why am I buying it? I'm not buying it as a trade. I am strictly buying this as an investment. I'm strictly buying this as an investment, and everyone knows I bought it because we hit the yellow brick road. I bought it at the yellow brick road. I'm going to take a shot at most companies at the yellow brick road. Did I buy a full position? No. I bought a small position. With the intentions of buying more if it drops more in price. So that's where we are right now. $375. This is Microsoft. What I don't like about this chart, which sucks, is that Microsoft has these 2 little antennas up here that I don't like, which is like a head and shoulders pattern. I don't even see the shoulder. The shoulder way down here. This bad boy on lean. This the head, and this the other shoulder. That mug going sideways. That's the ugliest head and shoulders pattern I've ever seen. It's usually straight across. This head and shoulders pattern is down. We should have known it was going to 375. Now that we're at 375, we might drop to 343, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with buying one of the top 5 companies on the planet 35% off. Even if it goes to 50% off, which puts you around 275, I'm good with that. Because if it ever goes back up, and I believe that Microsoft will see its all-time highs one day again, I would make 100% return. Yeah, Arwen, it looked like a double top, but then that double top turned into a head and shoulders. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a double top turn into a sideways head and shoulders. That was wild. So I wish I would have seen that a long time ago. Then I would have shorted that bad boy. All right, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. But yeah, double top is not good. It's ungoodly. I see Wesley. You want to see Mara. The futures class starts at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Mara, $11 call, March the 6th. Mara. Let's look at that. Let's look at Mara. And you're looking at the $11 call on March the 6th. Now, you're taking a shot, guys, when that 200 day is angled down. You got to be looking at this bad boy every day, because you're dealing with a company that's short-term injured, that's trying to turn around. It's trying its best. It's like, please, can this be the turnaround? So if you're going to take a trade like this, wait until you break the trend just like this. You want to look for 3 candles going sideways to up. You can get in on the 3rd day. You don't have to get in on the 4th day. You can get in towards the end of the day on the 3rd day if you see, if you can feel if it's going to go lower or not. So I would be buying this right around 1 or 2 o'clock on that 3rd day. And then you got a nice little pop. Nice little pop in this company.
Give me the baked potato.
All right. And you're looking at Mara. All right. M-A-R-A. So he wanted to look at the $11 call options. $11 strike in Mara. March the 6th. So the $11 strike, guys, woo, I'm gonna show you guys something. This is how unusual options look. If you're ever looking for unusual options, Wesley is the guy to talk to. Wesley finds all the unusual options activity. All right, almost as many as I find. We got to put our list together. So I'm going to show you guys how unusual options looks. Okay? These are for your options traders. So it's going to be confusing to you guys, but don't worry about it. Learn options slowly, and you'll get to this point. When you're looking for unusual options activity, guys, you want it to be higher than where you are right now. Or if you want to buy a put, you want it to be lower than the price is today. Mara, guys, is sitting at $9 a share. Mara is sitting at $9 a share. But I want to show you guys something. Look at this volume, and I want you guys to write the biggest number that you see. What is the biggest number that you guys see here?
5902.
Right, that number is 50,000. That is unusual, guys. When you see contracts like this, and it's $2 higher than where we are, it's the same type of people who got all the information about us going to war. Some people are just going to be able to get inside. We're going to get in trouble. They're not going to get in trouble. But what you can do is you can see if they buying. We don't know why they're buying, but you can match those trades with them. You can be like, well, somebody must have some information, because who would be buying shares $2 higher and we ain't heard no news? That's what you call insider trading. But this is legal what we're doing. We're legally seeing where these insider, I'm not saying all of it is insider trading, guys. It's just unusual. Like, really? You spend that much money on a bet? Usually when people bet things that high, it's I don't want to say it's a sure shot bet, but they got word of some type of information that maybe this stock could run up to that particular level. All right, so let me go ahead and get on out of here, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Futures start tomorrow. If you never learned what futures is, if you've never heard of futures, if you don't know what it is, I'm going to teach you guys how to make $100 a day with as little as, you're going to need a little bit of capital. You're going to need like $500 to $1,000. But if you have that capital and you want to make $50 to $100 a day as income, and it's nothing is guaranteed. You're gonna have to learn how to trade. But if you open up a futures account and you're day trading with us in the morning, you can earn you $50 or $100. So that's where I'm usually trading, guys. You can trade the futures market every single day. So for you guys that have to trade something, trade the futures market. Don't do the options market, because guys, if you're wrong in options and you don't have a $25,000 account, you might have to sell that option. Or what a lot of you guys will do is you'll try to hold it till the next day. Because you're like, oh man, I'm losing. I got till Friday. Let me just stay in this option. And that's where a lot of you guys go wrong. But if you want to get in something and you're like, this just don't feel right, I'm just going to get out at break even and try again. And then you try it again and you're like, man, this doesn't feel right, I want to get out of it. And then you try it again and you're like, oh, this don't feel right, let me get out of it. And then you try it again. You can get in and out as many times as you want to in the futures market. And you're not labeled a pattern day trader. And you can still make your 50 to 100. You're going to need about $1,000 to do it. But if you have $1,000, you'll be able to buy some of the smaller contracts. And I'll teach you guys a strategy where you're risking like $50 to make $100 or higher. I'm usually risking about $50 to make $200 per contract. So I can be wrong 3 times in a row. And then I can be right, and I'm still gonna profit. I can be wrong 3 times in a row. I could lose 50, 50, 50, be down 150, take my 4th trade, be up 200, and I'm still up for the day. So that's how I'm gonna teach you guys how many times you can get in and out a gazillion times, however much money you have in your account that can cover the commissions. It's the reason why most day traders, when they first start day trading, I know a lot of you guys think that it's the options market. It's not, because options are attached to your stock. So you would have to either have a cash account to do it, to get in and out of options multiple times, or you're going to have a $25,000 account. Most of us don't want to open up a $30,000 account to get in and out of options. So we trade the futures market. Futures market, we're trading the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ, gold, silver, oil. Thank you guys for the glasses. And we're just getting in and out of the market a gazillion times. And the commissions per contract is going to cost you. I pay under $1, so I can get in and out multiple times a day, and I might not even spend $10 just on commissions. So it just depends on the platform that you're on. But I'll teach you guys how to do it. It's, in my opinion, the most controlled way of making money. So what I usually do is I'll get up with the intention of making $1 million trade, a millionaire challenge trade, not $1 million trade, a millionaire challenge trade. And if I don't see a nice millionaire challenge trade, I'll trade the futures market. Or sometimes I might not feel like, let's say I come into the market late, I get downstairs, it's like 9:45, 9:50, 10 o'clock, and I'm like, man, I need to trade something. I need to make my $100 a day. I don't feel like looking up options. I don't feel like looking at ATR and all of that stuff. I'll just switch over to my MNQ account and just look for a nice little trade in the MNQs, make my $100 per contract, and then I'm out. If I don't make at least $100 a day, I get angry. No, you do not need a different platform to trade futures. If you have a Thinkorswim platform, I would go through the educational process of it. And if you have a Thinkorswim platform, you can trade options and futures and Forex on Thinkorswim. You can't trade crypto yet, which is amazing to me that you can't. Yup, Wesley, yup. Options is killing you with that pattern day trading limits. As much as you're in and out of the market, you need a futures account as well. So you can hold on to some of those options plays and still be able to make your $100 per contract. Any other questions? Are you limited with cash account? Yes, the cash account, you're limited until you use up all of the cash. So let's say you have $5,000 in a cash account and you're taking $500 options trades. Well, you'll use it up. Once you use up that $5,000, then you're done. So that's why a lot of people will open up a cash account, because it kind of works in a way where you can get in multiple stuff. I'm going to give you guys a secret also. Open up 2 or 3 options accounts, because each options account, like open up one on Robinhood. Oh, dang, I forget I'm still on TikTok. Open one up on the Hood. Open up another one on open up like 2 on Thinkorswim. Then you can trade your 3 times. Then you can go to Robinhood and trade your 3 times. Then you can run over to this other account and then trade your 3 times. And now you got 10 trades. You see what I'm saying? But you have to have multiple accounts to do that. I used to do a business account on Thinkorswim and then a personal account on Thinkorswim and then another account on Robinhood. And I might have 1,000 here, 1,000 over there, and 1,000 over here. And then I'm able to take more than 3 trades a week.
No, I need to.
Yes, you can be marked a day trader in a cash account if you go over your limit, your cash limit. So don't go over that limit, but you can take, a lot of the times if it's low enough, you can take, you can, like, let's say you buying $20 options. You can buy $20 options all day long, getting in and out till you use up all of that cash in your cash account. But, I don't know what the numbers are, or margin. I don't even want to sit here and say that I do. But I know people open up those cash accounts so that they can get over that pattern day trading rule. I've never been in that situation, so you maybe talk to somebody that has a little bit more knowledge in it, or maybe call the broker and ask them, or ask your Chat GPT. Hey, Safari Don, congratulations on reaching level 18. Yes, you're limited to 3 day trades a week. A day trade is getting in and out the same day. You can only do that 3 times a week, guys. And you're going to see a counter at the top of your page. It's going to say 3. If you get in and out the same day, it's going to go to 2. In and out the same day is going to go to 1. So what a lot of people will do is they'll buy it and then they'll hold it till the next day, and then you won't get labeled a pattern day trader. But different brokerages act a little bit funny. I've seen it sometimes where I would buy it when I had accounts less than 25,000. I would buy something at 4, thinking I was selling it at 9:30, and it still counted it as a day trade. And I was like, yo, it's the next day. So I don't know. I don't know how it works. get around it is just quit taking more than 3 options trades a week. Y'all shouldn't be taking more than 3 options trades a week anyway. That's why we're learning the futures market for you guys that gotta buy stuff all the time. All right, we want to trade these options trades so that we can make 100% or higher every time we buy it. Wesley, I was there too, man. So I get it. I get it. I be wanting to be active. The futures account is gonna help you. It's gonna help you with that itch of getting in and out the market daily. You can get in and out the market daily with the futures market, and then I don't have to worry about being labeled. I can get in, guys, and literally 5 seconds later be like, this doesn't feel right, and get out. And I'm not, that doesn't count as a day trade. And I can just keep getting in and out, in and out, in and out until it starts to go up. And I'll do that sometimes. Like if I feel real sketchy, I'll buy it and I'll sell. If it don't start moving in my direction in like 30 seconds, I'm like, oh, I don't trust this. And then I'll get in, I'll wait for 30 seconds. I'm like, oh, I don't trust this. And then I'll get in, and then it'll finally start moving. I'll bring my stop up and I'm like, oh, I don't trust this, but at least I can get out and break even. You can break even 7 times and then it'll finally start going your way. That's the beauty of being able to get in and out a gazillion times. But yeah, you can do that in a futures account. Futures trading starts on Monday, tomorrow. Yes, margin accounts limit you to 3 day trades if you don't have 25,000 in your account. If you got 25,000 or more, it's not going to count towards you because you have the capital to be able to. And I don't know why they use the 25K, and that's what it is across the board. No matter what broker you use, 25K is just that number. I don't know why they pick that number, but whatever, it's 25K. I guess they say most people aren't serious unless they have 25K. I mean, they could have said 10K, and I think they would have been fine. But the number is 25K, so you got to adhere to the rule. Pattern day trader is not a negative label. You want to be a pattern day trader. You want to be a day trader. Yes, if you have a cash account, you can trade more than 3 times up until you use what's in your account. But again, I'm not a specialist in that area, so please ask your broker about those cash accounts. I know a lot of people that trade with me, they live by having cash accounts. I don't use them. But that's why they create those cash accounts, so they can get in and out more than 3 times. Same time, Denny, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock tomorrow. 6 o'clock all week long. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every day. And we got, guys, I can teach futures in 15 minutes. So to cover futures for 5 days, y'all are gonna learn any and everything about futures. Like don't go and take a class. Not yet. Take my little 5 days, 2 hours. We're going to talk about futures until y'all get sick of hearing futures. But every week of every month, the very first week, I'm going to do what we call Education Week. And during Education Week, I'm going to teach you guys something because I'm entering golf season. So I want you guys to know, all right, if I miss out on one class, I can always get in on another class with Joel, at the first week of the month. Or I can gather up some friends and then we can ask Joel if he can do a session with 5, 6, or 10 of us like I did today, all right, and cover anything you guys miss. Because once golf season starts, guys, I be playing golf like 7 days a week. I will still do the 6 o'clock sessions, but as far as my long educational, we cover this, we cover that, nah, I'm just gonna come on, we gonna look at each other's stocks, and then I'm gonna keep it moving. Also, across the street, y'all know I go live. I'm trying to build up that platform too. So if you haven't gone across the street, and picked up my profile, please go across the street and find me. I am going live over there for my day traders and my swing traders that are getting in and out the market the same day. Now, over there, I'm probably going live only for 30 minutes, like 11:30 to 12. I might go to 12:30, and the reason for that is I wanted to give something to you guys for my day traders. So this is my schedule. I'll probably day trade the market from, if you're part of the Superfan group, and that's why you're here, you're going to hear me spit out trades early in the morning. If you want to see where I actually am I'm in another trader's room watching him trade, because I kind of like just listening to other traders sometimes. I don't ever be taking the same trades he trade. I be trading my own thing, but sometimes it's good seeing what thousands of other people think the market's going to do. So that kind of keeps me at a nice base level, right? So I'm sitting back, I'm listening to him talk. I feel like I'm in a day trading environment, and I'm day trading and telling you guys what I'm doing. I don't usually trade after 11 o'clock. So by 11:30, I go across the street on EPIC, and then I go live for 30 minutes, and I let you guys know what I took, what I was taking, and I kind of show you guys what trades I was looking at and trades that I'm either in or that I'm taking. Then I have lunch at 12. I'm usually watching Fast Money on TV from 12 to 1. Then I go in golf for 3-4 hours, all right? Come home, take a shower, do whatever, and then I come on at 6 with you guys, all right? That's been my schedule for like ever. So that's what that's what my schedule is going to be. But the first week of every month, I'll do education. I'm probably not going to do weekend. I'm probably not going to do Saturday. I might do Saturdays. I might not do Sunday lives unless they're for my super fans. So I might just do a Saturday live a little earlier, and then I'm going to do my super fan lives, which sucks because it might change. So you guys got to know a day or two what time it will be for my super fan lives on Sundays. It would have been earlier today, but I did a session for a group of members earlier this morning from 11 to like 3. All right. So if you're interested in a session like that as well, I'm not doing individual. Make sure you and a bunch of people come together, 5 to 10 or more preferably. Hit me up in Messenger. I'll try to hook you guys up something, and it's gonna be on the weekend. I'm not gonna do these group sessions during the week. During the week, I need to have my schedule the way it is, and then if I have time on the weekends, I'll do these sessions with you guys. All right, but that's gonna be my schedule from March all the way until November again. If you want those long 30-day challenges, you won't see another one till November. I will do a 30-day challenge in November and December for people that haven't been involved in that before, all right? I'll do that for you guys because golf season ends in October, football season starts, so I'm not really out there on the course anymore, and I have a lot of time to be able to educate. But once golf season starts, I don't have time to do a lot of the things that I was doing in November and December. But I still gonna go live for you guys at 6 o'clock. I may do only one day on the weekend, and I'm gonna try to give you guys a super fan live at least once a week. All right. If you are a super fan, you're gonna see how. If you're in the group chat, you're gonna see a lot of me in that group chat. All right. So if you haven't joined the group chat, join the group chat. We be in there talking about any and everything. And that's also probably the fastest way y'all can get in touch with me, at least on this platform. Like, hey, Joel, holler at me, or Joel, you didn't send me that video, or Joel, I'm trying, I sent you a message and you haven't responded. Because remember, guys, on my platform, I get so many messages from like scammers and stuff. I hardly ever see y'all messages unless you mention that you message me or DM me. Because it's probably 30 30 rows down, and I won't know that you sent me a message. And a lot of the times you guys will send me a message and it'll be either or I don't know, something, right? You know how TikTok works, right? So make sure that you come into the group chat and then let me know. Like, hey, Joel, I sent you a message, and then I'll go check the message and see what message you had for me. All right. But again, it's always 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock for the lives. All right. Cool. Wait, you said you never heard of it? Are you talking about Across the Street? So it's called EPIC. Yep, that's it. Studios. But that's Across the Street. Same name, guys. What would Joe do? Same exact name. Now, for you guys that did go across the street, can y'all change y'all name so I at least know who I'm talking to? Y'all are still user 12389743132 with no picture. So, make sure you put something there, all right? So I at least know, oh, it's Arwen, or oh, it's Denny, or I think you have done it, or hey, it's Yvonne, right? So just let me know. All right. My throat's about to my throat's about to cut out. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Let's see what this market do tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy. I think the futures market open. So the futures market is down 1%. Guys, crude oil is up 8%. What? Oil in the after hours is up 8% right now. I'm looking at the TV right now, so the market must have opened. Futures market is down 1%. That's what we expected. It might be down as much as 2% tomorrow. Guess what? If you were in the futures market, y'all know you could be trading the market right now. The futures market is open 23 hours a day, 6 days a week. Closes on Saturdays. Reopens on Sunday at 6 o'clock. So that's why they're telling us what the futures market is right now. Cool. Oh, nah, undercover organizer. I had a Superfan live that started at 4. That's why we're leaving right now. All right, so I'm doing futures trading starting on Monday through Friday. Show up at 6 o'clock, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Let me.
Let's see. Clear. See. Okay,